And the reason, David, you don't know where to go is because you didn't follow the system. The system is you've got to talk about rates, you've got to talk about market, you've got to talk about let them determine why the market's changing. You've got to build rapport all on them making a transition today. What's up, guys? Dwayne Richens, Door-to-Door Realtor, here again on the Real D2D Show with David Segro. Now, this guy is out doing some crazy good things. David, you're running a football team. Tell me how that's been going.
Yeah, we just had our first scrimmage on yesterday. Team's looking pretty good. We're very young, but we got a lot of guys working hard out there. So it's been fun being around the young guys. They always got the great energy that keeps me going.
Dude, I love it. So David is a teacher, football coach, and does real estate on the side. We're moving to transitioning him into full-time because we're going to make him so much money he's not going to be able to not do it. So it's going to be fun as we transition him through the process of becoming a killer door-to-door guy. He's in our coaching program. We're going to go through an approach today of somebody he talked to online like we've done with the other couple sessions and help you guys understand what things a lot of you are doing that you could be changing that's going to help your business grow a lot faster, and some tweaks, just minor tweaks you could make to make it to where your closing ratio goes through the roof by using question-based selling. So let's dive into this role play. Here we go.
Hey, sir, how are you? So is this one yours? I just rang your bell. I didn't know if you had the door open. I just want to ask you, sir, my name's Dave Segro. I just sold Joe and Delora to Tara's house down at 522 Willow. So I was just come by, just want to introduce myself and just seeing, sir, by chance you guys thought about doing any buying, selling, or investing this year.
So he says that he couldn't really hear, but he says maybe in the future. And then he actually David gets him to come out and see down the street which house it is.
Okay. Yeah, can I leave it for you? Yeah, that one, sir, was right on the corner of Willow and Moose, 3-bed, 1.5 bath. We put it up for $4.25. And believe it or not, first weekend we had 15 offers on the thing. It went $95,000 over asking. Oh.
So right there, you just gave him a ton of information. You pretty much gave him a CMA. You answered a lot of questions he's thinking about selling. You're saying, hey, it went for this much. It's that house. We went 15 offers. We did this. We did that. In a lot of times, people can feel like, yeah, my belly's full. I got the information I needed. We're not ready to move, but now I know what values are. I know what I can sell mine for. And if I decide to do it, I'll reach out to my agent because I didn't get any reason that I would call David back. I just got values. So you got to be careful giving too much information at the doorstep within the first 30 seconds because you could completely lose them as a client because they could just gather a bunch of information and then say, hey, thanks, David. Appreciate you coming by. Can I get your card? And then they call their agent the next week. David, have you ever had somebody list their house on a door you've knocked on within the first couple weeks?
No.
So oftentimes agents will knock on a door and as they're still in that neighborhood, a sign will pop up in the neighborhood. And the reason it does is because we divulge too much information and we help them understand that what houses are selling for. And they go, oh my gosh, we spark their interest and then they call their agent. I'll tell you, I've had it happen to me multiple times. Do not do that because it ticks you off to no end to think, how did I miss that one? That was a deal and I just didn't close it. So make sure that you're going through the full process, and we're going to do that right now.
So the New York City buyers were still coming out, so we've been still pretty hot with that over the past quarter. I can't believe it. Everything's been kind of going crazy still, yeah.
David, notice how much talking you're still doing, right? You're still talking to them about the market and it's crazy and what's happening, and he's just agreeing. It's crazy. Whereas we should have said, hey, what do you know about the real estate market right here in this area? Make him tell you that it's crazy. Not you tell him. Make him tell you that it's crazy. And not only tell you it's crazy, David, but why it's crazy. And because it's crazy, what's it doing to home prices? See how that little minor tweak causes them to now start closing? Whereas now you kind of just told them it's crazy, they agree, but there's no emotional connection. There's no sales process happening in their minds. Let's keep listening.
All right, I'll keep it in mind.
Yeah, pleasure. What was your name?
Mike.
Oh, Dave, nice to meet you, Michael. Appreciate your time. I'd say, Mike, you've been in this one for a while?
This was my mother's.
Notice how Mike was then done with you. I got the information I needed, exactly what I was talking about. Guys, we haven't listened to this recording yet, so it's kind of fun for me to predict what's going to happen, right? But literally, Mike's like, yeah, I'm done. Thank you for giving me the information. That was great. Have a good day, right? And then you still try to reconnect the conversation. And we did that actually on one of our role plays today with our coaching team. And the same thing happened. We got through the pitch and we got to a point where it's like, okay, yeah, let me have your card. If you get to a point where they're asking for your card, you have failed at your introduction. You have failed at connecting them. You have failed at engaging them, and they are not ready to move forward to the transaction because you have not asked the right questions. You have not engaged them. They are not bought into the conversation. And that's exactly what's happening here. So Dave's gonna try to save it. He's like, oh, so how long have you been in the house? Let's see what happens.
Oh, okay. So what would you say, Mike, in terms of, down the road, do you think you're, a couple of years out if you had to put a timeline on it? But
notice once again, you're giving them a long-term timeline. You're embedding in their mind. You have to put a timeline on it. Is it 2 or 3 years out rather than just asking the question, is this your forever home? Because it's a lot more generic and they're going to say no. What is your time frame? That way you're not embedding 1 or 2 years or 3 years or 5 years or 6 years.
This is 5 bedroom, there's 2 in the attic.
Oh, nice.
3 upstairs, 1 bathroom though, and then like a half bath down the cellar.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Living room, dining room, kitchen, little back porch.
Oh, cool.
That's about it.
Yeah, so hey, listen, people love the 5 bedrooms. You don't see those too often, That's always, it's a nice little side block. I like this part over here.
This was a farmhouse.
So as you get that first initial and they start talking about, hey, this is a 5 bedroom, I got this porch, I got this. What you said was great. Hey, not a lot of people like that 5 bedroom, right? Or a lot of people like that 5 bedroom. Now you need to take control of the conversation again, but instead you start talking about the side yard, right? You're still talking about the non-tangibles, nothing that's going to get you a close. And you got to remember, time is of the essence. The more time they spend with you, you're running out of time. If you don't close within that time period, your conversation will end because they get tired of shooting the breeze with you. You're not there to be their best friend. You're not there, to say, hey, let's watch football this Sunday and, or barbecue or whatever. You're there to give them the information they need to close them. So don't shoot the breeze. So once you hit that, you're going to try to get right back focused, Hey, what do you think our market's going to do? What do you think is happening with interest rates? How do you think that's affecting the market? You've got to dive deep into helping them understand why they need to buy or sell real estate right now.
Oh, really?
This was the only house here. This was all a peach orchard.
Really?
Because now he's even diving into the past of the house. It was a peach orchard. It was this, it was that. And then he's going to talk for a minute and then realize, dude, there's a lot of things I'd rather be doing than talking to David and shooting the breeze right now. And then he's going to try to end the conversation. Almost guarantee it. Let's see what happens.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
And this house was, their daughter got married and they built this house. That's why it was a common driveway.
Oh, okay.
And all these houses.
So these were the only 2 and then,
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
So, I'm sure you.
Oh, I love hearing that. It's funny because I was over on the corner of, you probably know the house, right on the corner of Stuyvesant and Post, that big white one with like the really large, like grand shrubbery. So I knocked on the lady's door. She's 98, turning 99 next month. She's like, Dave, my dad bought this house in 1906, and he actually bought it from Mr. Post, which was one of the...
You guys, how many of you guys are doing this online? I'm sure you're laughing like we are. I mean, David's laughing because he's like, I just went on about nothing that matters at this point. I'm 98-year-old, bought from this person that did this. And his, you guys have played those games where you flip the little timer upside down in the sand, starts dropping through there. I want you to start thinking about door to door as an hourglass like that, because in reality, your sand is running out. And if you are not closing and getting them engaged in the conversation, I already know where this conversation's going, and I want to play it through just so you can hear exactly what happens. But I know he's going to get to a point where he's like, yeah, well, just give me your card.
Oh, the Street Post place. Right. And I was just like, man, it's so cool sometimes to get the history of what, what's here before everything was built up,
Yeah, so just to give you an idea.
Yeah.
The oldest house.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, it looks like it's, you keep it in great shape. I wouldn't say it's that,
No, I'm just mean in terms of age.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. Well, now let me ask you, like, down the road when you do sell, are you going to stay in town?
So once again, now we're talking about down the road when we do sell instead of today, number 1. Number 2, he's talking about what location they are going to move to. That does not matter. And the reason it doesn't matter is because the guy's not sold on buying or selling. So now we're going to talk about the White House down the street again, essentially. Because it doesn't matter where he's going to move, because it's not going to be with me as their real estate agent, because I'm already pitching this for down the road. And, he's not sold on buying today. And if he's not sold on buying today, guess what, guys? He's not going to buy with me today. And if I have to come back, I'm not going to get the sale. Cold hard facts. Keep going.
Oh, okay.
I'm living in Rutherford.
Oh, no, oh, right next door. Cool. Yeah, I live right myself. I moved over in 2021. I live right behind the shop right in Wallington on Van Dyke Street. Yeah, so I pretty much kind of like do this whole local lot. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
And it ends even with David going, crap, well, I don't know where to go, right? And the reason, David, you don't know where to go is because you didn't follow the system. The system is you've got to talk about rates, you've got to talk about market, you've got to talk about let them determine why the market's changing. You've got to build rapport all on them making a transition today. That's really what it all boils down to. So guys, as you're watching this, hopefully you're picking some points out. David is the nicest guy on the planet. And he'll sit there and chat your ear off for an hour and a half about the flowers and all those cool things as he builds rapport, because he is that nice of a guy. Get that out of your mindset. Get to the point where you are confident, where you don't even have to be bold. Smile and have fun with the process, but be confident in what you're doing as you walk them through the steps. And remember, you guys, David, they have to learn what they need to do. So your fiduciary duty is to teach them why today is the best day of their lives to buy and sell real estate, because if they don't, it's going to cost them a ton more money. So by you not teaching them that, you're actually harming them more so, even if you were blunt and bold, than you are to just talk about the flowers and the birds and the bees and hang out with them, talk about the game, and not get them to understand the market. Help them understand the market by asking the right questions to then guide them through the processes they need to. And that is going to make an immense difference in your business. And guys, make sure you look at our website, reald2d.com. We've got a bunch of different courses you can take. We've also got another course that's going to come out on how to sell 10 homes a month. That's in September. Make sure you sign up for that. But really get into coaching. We go through stuff like this all the time to help agents get to the next level. And it's awesome to see how many agents are showing up every week with under contracts and closings. And it's fabulous to see as these agents progress. We're going to get here in a couple weeks. I'm going to have David back on, and we're going to watch how much his pitch has changed. I'm putting him under pressure right now, but we're going to watch him as he gets out, because David's a hustler. The guy will get out, he will grind, and he will do the work. He'll make the changes that I'm telling him to make. But you're going to watch David sell 50 homes, and it's going to be fabulous to watch his journey as he starts to where he finishes, because I'm confident David will be a beastie agent in New Jersey. So all you New Jersey agents watching this, watch out for David Segro. He's going to kill it in your community. So excited to have you. Thanks for being here today, Dave, and we'll catch up soon.